And we welcome you back once again to Capitol Tonight on this Friday evening. I'm Brian Taff. We are talking tonight to Democratic candidate for United States Congress in the 29th District, Eric Massa, hoping to take out the one-term incumbent, Randy Cool, in that district. We have been talking about a number of things, but sir, I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about this war in Iraq issue. Earlier in the week, Ralph Nader, former presidential candidate, was on this program, and his words to me were, you know what? Call it whatever you want, but the bottom line is we should cut and run. Those are his words. Other Democrats, meanwhile, say we need a phased withdrawal of troops from Iraq. So the main problem appears to be, from a Democratic standpoint, a muddied message about what should happen moving forward. And war never has an easy answer. But what people want are clear positions. And so, sir, what is yours directly as it pertains to troops in Iraq?
Well, I certainly cannot speak for the Democratic Party, but I can give you a clear and independent voice for what my life's experiences have taught me about this conflict. We need to start today bringing our troops home and let the people of Iraq know that there is no military solution to the problems in that country. We need to allow them to form 3 independent and semi-autonomous regions and allow them to form a government of their own choosing. And the sooner we do that, the better. We have many permanent bases in Iraq today, and that is wrong. It is creating the very problems and the very insurgencies and terrorist activities we are trying to fight against. We need to re-equip our forces and redeploy them to bring true homeland security, not only here in the United States, but wherever terrorists stand against us. That is job number 1 of not only the federal government, but of every officer who defends the Constitution, and I seek to be one of those.
And this is one of those things that you write about in stark detail on a recent blog posting. You talk about the fact that every time Democrats talk about the need to pull out of the war in Iraq in whatever fashion they choose to do it, they are attacked as being
absolutely
weak on the war on terror. And what you're saying there is we need to be aggressive on it, yet we can still pull out and be both.
Well, we need to fight this war smarter, and we need to fight against the people who have attacked us, and we need to go after the terrorists who would harm and kill us. The bottom line is, by our actions in Iraq, we are creating more of those terrorists instead of building allies. And only today, President Musharraf said that he was challenged by representatives of this administration who threatened to bomb he and the Pakistani government into the Stone Age. That kind of rhetoric does not help us around the world. And my opponent's lack of understanding of the military realities in the Middle East does not help us here at home. So we need new leadership, a higher standard of leadership that brings integrity and reinstalls it in the Capitol building, where people fight to represent the 29th Congressional District and not the corporate special interests who fly in on Air Force 2 to hit the cash register and run. It's the wrong kind of American politics, and I think the vast number of American voters, Democrats, Republicans, registered members of the Independence Party, and those who registered blank know it's time for change. I offer that change, and I hope I earn the votes of those who want a new level of leadership in Washington, D.C.
About a minute remaining, and while we talk about the fact that the Iraq war may be the biggest issue in this congressional race this year, the bottom line is that there are other issues, and one of them has to do with a personal issue for you, the upstate economy. You were a man who worked at Corning and lost your job, as many people were laid off from that company. So you know well the personal issues that result from the weakening of the economy upstate. In about 45 seconds left, can you talk to me about that personal experience and what you intend to do to strengthen upstate's economy?
Well, first off, no one's more delighted to see a great company like Corning Incorporated on the rebound. They are a financial anchor in the Southern Tier. And my job is to represent the economic interests of not only the Southern Tier, but the entire 29th Congressional District, and work hand in hand in a new partnership with our new governor, Eliot Spitzer, combining the efforts of both Albany and Washington, D.C. in a manner we have not seen in 12 years under the failed leadership of Governor Pataki, to bring real economic stimulus and return to the Empire State more than the 74 cents on a dollar that is now taken out of here by the federal government. We need a new partnership between Albany and Washington, and I am delighted to be a new member of that, and we're going to move forward very aggressively to solve those problems in one fell swoop. It can be done. Many
thanks for answering my questions tonight, Eric Massa, Democratic candidate for Congress in the 29th District. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Good evening to you.
Capitol Tonight continues right after this.